In the heart of the Philippine archipelago, where ancient tales whisper through bamboo groves and dance across crystal waters, lies a love story that has captivated generations. This isn't just any romance. It's the extraordinary tale of how the mighty sun god fell deeply in love with a mortal Filipino maiden. A story that explains not only the origins of the first rainbow, but also the changing of seasons in Filipino mythology. Long ago, when gods freely walked among mortals, the sun god ruled the skies with unmatched brilliance and power. Each day, he would traverse the heavens in his golden chariot, bringing warmth and light to the world below. Despite his divine status and magnificent powers, he felt a profound loneliness that even his celestial duties couldn't fill. From his lofty position in the sky, he watched over countless kingdoms and villages, yet his heart remained empty. That all changed when he first laid eyes on Maria, a young maiden from a small coastal village in the Philippines. Unlike other mortals who avoided his intense gaze, Maria would often look up at the sky, her eyes twinkling with wonder and curiosity. She possessed a rare kind of beauty, not just in her appearance, but in the way she carried herself with grace and kindness. Every morning, she would wake before dawn to tend to her family's garden, singing sweet melodies that even the birds would stop to hear. The sun god found himself lingering longer and longer over her village, creating unusually long days that puzzled the villagers but delighted Maria, who used the extra daylight to care for her beloved flowers. His infatuation grew so strong that he began to neglect his duties, causing irregular patterns of day and night that concerned the other deities. Unable to contain his feelings any longer, the sun god decided to descend to earth in human form. He transformed himself into a handsome young man named Aral, with skin that seemed to glow with an inner light and eyes that held the warmth of summer days. He approached Maria one afternoon as she worked in her garden, and their first conversation sparked a connection that would change both their worlds forever. Maria was instantly drawn to the mysterious stranger. There was something different about him, the way plants seemed to reach toward him, how the air grew warmer in his presence, and how his smile could light up the darkest corners of her heart. Despite his attempts to hide his true identity, she sensed there was more to him than met the eye. Their love blossomed like the flowers in Maria's garden, pure and natural. They spent countless hours together, sharing stories, dreams, and gentle touches that sent sparks of electricity through both their beings. The sun god found himself experiencing human emotions he had never known before, the flutter of anticipation before seeing her, the ache of separation when they parted, and the complete joy of simply being in her presence. However, their happiness was not meant to last. The other gods had noticed the sun god's frequent absences, and the chaos it was causing in the natural world. Seasons were becoming confused, crops were failing in some regions while flourishing unnaturally in others, and the delicate balance of nature was being disrupted. The Council of Gods convened and decreed that this relationship between immortal and mortal could not continue. They reminded the sun god of his sacred duties and the importance of maintaining cosmic order. With a heavy heart, he knew they were right. His love for Maria was threatening the very fabric of existence. But the sun god couldn't bear to simply disappear from Maria's life without explanation. He revealed his true identity to her, expecting fear or rejection. Instead, Maria showed remarkable understanding and strength. She had known, somehow, that their love was extraordinary, perhaps even impossible, but she had chosen to embrace it anyway. Their farewell was bittersweet. As tears fell from Maria's eyes, something magical happened. The sun god's light caught her tears in midair, creating the world's first rainbow, a bridge between heaven and earth, immortal and mortal, a symbol of their eternal love. The gods, moved by the purity of their love and Maria's graceful acceptance of their separation, granted her a unique gift. She would not be made immortal, as that would upset the natural order, but her spirit would become part of nature itself. When she passed from the mortal world, she would not journey to the regular afterlife, but would instead become the spirit of the seasons. This is why, in Filipino folklore, the changing of seasons is said to reflect the sun god's emotions. During summer, when his memories of their time together are strongest, his love burns bright and warm. In the rainy season, his tears fall as rain, nurturing the earth as Maria once nurtured her garden. During the harvest season, the golden fields mirror the color of his chariot, a reminder of their shared happiness. Even today, Filipino elders say that on particularly beautiful days, when the sun shines brilliantly and a rainbow appears in the sky, it's a sign that the sun god is reaching out to touch the spirit of his beloved Maria, their love story continuing through the eternal dance of light and seasons. This tale has become more than just a love story in Filipino culture. It's a reminder that love can transcend boundaries, that sacrifice sometimes goes hand in hand with the purest forms of love, and that beauty can be found even in farewell. It teaches us that true love leaves its mark on the world, visible in the everyday miracles of nature that surround us. The story of the sun god and Maria continues to be passed down through generations, told by grandparents to wide-eyed children, shared during festivals and celebrations, and whispered by young lovers who see their own hopes reflected in this ancient tale. It reminds us that even the most powerful forces in the universe can be transformed by love, and that the marks left by true love never really fade. They simply take on new forms, like the ever-changing seasons and the eternal cycle of day and night. In the Philippines, when people see a particularly stunning rainbow or experience a perfectly balanced day, they smile knowingly, remembering the God who loved so deeply he was willing to give up his happiness for the greater good, and the maiden whose love was so pure it became part of nature itself. Their story lives on in every sunrise, in every rainbow, and in every changing season, a testament to the enduring power of love to shape our world and touch our hearts across the ages.